PlayStation Store. Amazing. No email from TRU. All right, so we're going to take a look at the team before we begin.
Yeah, what being such lazy.
Okay, so this is the roster. It's a pretty solid one. You have Ovechkin on the... You have Ovechkin. You have Martin Nikash. He's rated second line, but he fits perfectly on the line with Ovechkin.
So what have we done?
What do you mean?
In terms of off-season stuff?
We picked up... I just realized he wasn't in the roster now, but Kevin LeBanc we picked up as our main acquisition for the bottom 6.
So we finished the off-season.
Yeah. Oh, no, we finished the offseason, yeah.
Where did
I think going forward with this team, like I mentioned in the end of last stream, if you can... What are you looking for?
I'm putting these cones in.
Okay.
And I'm looking for the calculator.
Right. We'll discuss... I'll elaborate more on what I'm talking about in a moment here.
Go for
We
it.
pretty much have 2 top lines, let's put it that way. It's another thing where we can score a lot of points. We can. Andrei Sveshnikov has been pretty good. Consistently around the 70-point range in the last couple years. Ovechkin's been pretty good, I think. How many did he... Really? Oh, that's 20 games with the Hurricanes. So 30 points in 20 games. So almost a goal a game. Not very good with... but pretty good with Washington. He got all together 45 goals. So once again, a consistent producer. Now listen. You have the sheet, right? Did you get the list of people I called out?
There was like the
Right,
entire
so-
team except like 4.
But right. Well, I'm
Right.
I'm gonna backtrack a little on that statement.
You might as well write down the people you're gonna keep.
All right. The list of people I'm 100% keeping despite results is very short list. Like if we fail to third round losses would be unacceptable at this point. We've proven we can make the third round. Anything less than a cup final at this point is unacceptable. Now we have Teuvo Teravainen, Martin Nikash, Sebastian Aho, and Andrei Sveshnikov. Those are the 4 people that will remain a Hurricane if we fail. Unless there's a player who has a surprise production season and maybe other names will get added to the list. On defense, I said before that the list was very short, if existent, and I'm looking at it again and I'm like,
None.
maybe the kids, Fleury, Bean, and Pesci. Maybe the younger guys. But the others, maybe Jacob Slavin. But Hamilton and Shea are on thin ice. They're supposed to be the leaders of this team. And it's not really the defense's fault. It's just the offenses was nowhere to be found. But specifically, the one with the biggest spotlight,
Markstrom.
Jacob Markstrom. He's 32 years old, man. Tucker Tynan, he's 20 and he's 82 overall. He 100% could be the starter next year if Jacob Markstrom once again fails. I won't be afraid. And another player, okay, there's another player I'm going to put on full blast too. Taylor Hall. I brought him in with the sole purpose of winning a Stanley Cup. He was supposed to make that top 6 lethal. And, okay, let's look at his stats. All right. 89 points, 84 points. They're pretty good seasons. They're a point a game. Let's see if I can look for his playoff stats, if that's a thing. Probably not.
LT,
But LT?
the bottom line.
Oh, right. Thank you. All right. So, oops. The fuck. Anyway, it doesn't matter. He had 12 points in 19 games, 16 points in 15 games. -2, -5. He was a little better in the second year, but if you're going to be among the best players on this team, I need more from you. Sebastian Aho scored 28 points in last year's playoff. I need more from you. I do. The season's not going to cut it. So Hall and Markstrom are directly on the hot seat. And others, if there's a deal that makes sense, I'm going to trade you. Ovechkin, he's 37. This is probably his last year where he's going to be good at this point. unless he takes a reduced salary. I don't see him staying on this team past this year if we were to fail again. I'd keep him around if he does good and we win the cup or even go to the finals. If we lose in the finals, that's different. But if we have to make it. We can't keep losing in the third round. And anything short of the third round is like, nope, fire sale. But because this team's proven time and time again that we can get there. Anything less is unacceptable. But that's enough of that. We simmed through the preseason already. We could begin the year. I just said, I don't even really care what place the Hurricanes finish in the division. Just for the sake of the video, just for the sake of the stream and consistency, I'm going to say, I don't know, first in div. But as I said, Stanley Cup final. No excuses.
Wild card Stanley Cup Finals.
Wild card Stanley Cup final. So you pretty much just don't care where we finish in the division and just it's cup final for you?
I mean, this team looks stacked, so come on.
Doesn't really matter. Yeah, division doesn't even really matter that much, but first in the division would make sense with this team. I wouldn't lose my shit if we didn't finish first. The season doesn't matter as long as it's the playoffs.
Home advantage doesn't matter in NHL games anymore.
No, they don't. We start off with a win against the Canucks, and then we lose to Nashville.
I swear in the old games, home advantage actually had some sort of effect.
It had a meaning. We beat both games against Vancouver, so a couple of wins to start, but an extra point there. Win against the Rangers. Yeah, it seems like this team never really starts off strong in the first month. We'll go around 500, and then it's afterwards where they really start to pick up their stride and win. Not a good start, though. And again, I'm not going to press the red button yet and panic because we still have plenty of time, but that needs to pick up and change, hopefully. We have a pretty solid lineup. Don't see why we can't win, is all I'm saying. Alright, so we're still losing games. 6-8-1, not exactly encouraging. Win against the Knights there. Win against the Wild, we're 8-8-1, sitting a point out of the top 3. And I want to let go of the first year round pick this year, but I just don't think I should.
Good year for rookies.
Yeah, they always say that. We hired a good bunch of scouts this year.
Did you?
Yep. We hired a lot of B's and A's.
9-11.
10 and 12. We're going into the end of the month, sitting in 7th in the division. But the only reason I'm not super mad is the difference between 2nd and 8th is 5 points. That's alarming in its own right that the division's so porous, but
First and 8th. Or first and 7th.
First and 7th is a separation of 11 points. What's going on? Why are we losing so much? Do I have to make line changes? Maybe. I don't understand what's going on. The Hurricanes are struggling out of the gate. We're not going for the President's Trophy. I'll put it to you that way. We currently are... Oh, boy. We're 24th in the league. Oof.
Not scoring 3, and we're giving up over 3.
We currently are amongst the bottoms. We're 9th worst goals against. And we're just letting in too many. 9, 10, 11, 12. We're 12th worst goals against average, man. Power play, nothing's working.
Adjust the lines.
We
move the defense around, and then if it doesn't fix, trade the goalie.
Trade, yeah. If we aren't in a position, okay, I think Sveshnikov needs the first line. I think we just gotta try something here. We gotta change. Oh God, why does that not work? Why does putting Hall at center make it +1? What? Okay. Maybe we'll keep it like that, and then we'll put... Nah, that doesn't work. Let's put the captain in there. No. Oh, that goes up a little bit. What if we switch these two now? No. Put these two? Nah, that doesn't work either. We'll keep it like that. Defense is fine, but something's got to change. We'll put Hayden Fleury. We'll promote him, maybe. And then we'll put Shea on the second pairing. The defense is the one thing that, like, you could move them around. It doesn't really make much of a difference.
Send a message.
Give Hayden Fleury the promotion, though. And then special teams.
That's always going to be a dump.
Okay, so I'm going to load up the power play. I'm gonna put
5 forwards.
your best. It worked before. Trust me, it's worked. It's worked before. Put Sebastian Aho there. That 5 forward actually has worked for the power play before, so I don't see why it can't work again. We need to put something. We need to do something with this power play. Maybe our best scorers in check, possibly. I don't know. Or just load up that power play and just focus on one line.
Might as well.
Put Trocheck there. Yeah. Then one power play will get a good chunk of the time. And then Sveshnikov will go up. Sveshnikov at center on these power plays seem to work. I don't know why. It's weird. They seem to work. Okay, we'll put Taylor Hall there. Nikash, Aho, Trocheck. We'll put on defense, we'll put Jake Bean there. He works with that line. Sebastian Aho apparently doesn't. That doesn't really matter. Penalty kill. Who can we put? Zach Hyman's a pretty good penalty killer. We'll put him there. Zach Hyman's an absolute horse. How come he doesn't affect it? What about Kasperi Kapanen? He's another, like in real life, he's a legitimately good power or penalty killer. Why? Oh, so Trocheck works for this line. But Kapanen makes it worse. Who can we put here? Sebastian Aho doesn't work. What about Trocheck? Oh, he's already on. Well,
Double him.
double him up, maybe. Might have to.
God.
Dougie Hamilton makes it worse, so take him out for Hayden Fleury. He'll double up? No, I can't do that. What about Brett Pesce? He's a defensive defenseman. Okay, that works. Oh, but Hayden Fleury is still on the line. Put Slave in there. Okay, that works. At least there's zeros. I just don't want to make Trocheck double up. What if we put Soda Pig? Oh, he makes it worse. What about Nikash? He's a little better. I'll take that. I'll take -1. It's better than not having it at all.
We'll see.
Hopefully these line changes work because we're running out of time. We're pushing for 5 straight Stanley Cup playoff appearances. Maybe that power play will be better now that I load up that one line. They just put out the first power play unit and they just score every time. Alright, so we've won 3 of our last 4 since we've made the changes. 4 of our last 5. Okay, loss there to the Sharks. Big win to the Flames. Nice win to the Sens. 4-3 win. Tight win to the Hawks. Still have a little bit of ground to make up if we want to make a run for that division, but we're back in the thick of it, though. We're second place in the division, so way, way better. Way better. I like that. Why is Tampa the best team in the league again?
How does that make you feel?
I don't want to face these guys again if it comes to it. Alright, here we go. We're going to send the next month. Just go past back-to-back. Pretty good run there. We beat them. We can keep up with the Lightning, evidently. Big wins there in the back-to-backs. Nice win to the Islanders. Oh, that was a barn burner. Stop the sim for a sec? If we beat the Blues? Okay, we lost to the Blues, but that works. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 game winning streak. Holy shit. We were on a hell of a winning streak. And then we lost to the Blues. But points in 14 straight games. Still. Push us is in the first. Points in 15 straight. Okay, there goes that. But 15 straight games with points was enough to put us back in the first place in the division. Amongst the best in the league again. I suppose those lineups work. And I'm going to keep them that way. Letty. We like to see him play.
God.
Nice 2 out of 4 there. So the Hurricanes went from, they might have finished second last in the division, to now contending for the division lead. Definitely not the President's Trophy, but division lead is good enough. In a relatively shit show division where all the teams are close, I don't want to give them any ground. So Ovechkin, Hall, and Svechnikov having pretty good seasons. Teravainen too. Aho not as good, but still decent. Hamilton's solid. Nikash is solid. Trocheck, Kapanen. How's our big old hot seat fellow? Okay, he's actually playing good. Tynan's not as well, but he's playing a lot more as a backup than I expected.
2 shutouts.
Couple shutouts, yeah. But Markstrom's clearly been better so far. Well, at least we're scoring again. I'm assuming a lot of it is to do with the power play. But let's take a look at the standings. We sit currently 6th in the league. And in goals for per game, we were like 8th worst or 9th worst, and now we're 4th. Big change there. Goals against per game, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We're 13th, so massive improvement, but still have some work to do. Power play, it's definitely not the Oilers. I don't know how the fuck they're doing so good, but, oh, well, their record's piss poor in comparison to their power play, but we're 9th on the power play, and on the penalty kill, we're 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16th. So penalty kill is to be desired, but we're way, way up again in all of our other stats. So we're playing better as a team. We'll put it that way. And players are scoring as they should. I still don't want to let go of that first round pick because we need to refresh these prospect pool if it happens to come to that. But again, if we fail, we have a fire sale and we'll get first rounds anyway. So holding on to the first round pick regardless of what happens. Back-to-back losses there. 3 in a row. Alright, big 9-1 win to the Flames there. Keeps us on top in the division. 5-2 win to the Ducks. Who?
Ring 'em in.
Who the fuck are you? We don't need you. Bye.
Wow.
We'll do the 2-way signing in the free agency. That's something I forgot to do as well. Stock that minor league team. Alright, back-to-back against the Jackets and the Jets. 4 out of 4. 35 wins. I doubt it's going to happen, but we could get 40 wins before the deadline. Back-to-back against Ottawa. Should be a good... Okay, should be able to get 4 here. Alright, 4 of 4. Alright, 3-0 win to the Sabres. 3-0 win to the Leafs. That's big. And a shootout loss to the Blue Jackets, but 39, 19, and 4 going into the deadline, tied for first in the division. I like this a lot better than it was a couple months ago. Way better. Let's take a look. Ovechkin's on pace for a point per game season. So is Taylor Hall. Andrei Svechnikov's close. Teravainen's dipped off a little bit. Nikash a little better. Aho slipped a little, but still, that team is producing as they should. So, not complaining. And has Tynan improved down the stretch? A little bit, but not much. Markstrom's kind of leading the way here. You're giving a lot of games to your backup, though. I'm assuming Markstrom's gonna play. Well, Markstrom's gonna play the whole playoff, but you know.
Oh God, the Canadiens are garbage.
How bad are they? Oof, 36 points. The next best team is like 12 points ahead. Oof, man, Lafreniere's not looking good for you, eh? Let's. I wanna.
Ring 'em in.
No, we're not doing that. Has not worked for this team ever. They're trying to trade him. Why?
But ring 'em in.
How good is he? That's hilarious.
Bring Gallagher.
Wait. Okay, he had not terrible first 2 seasons, but like, come on.
Ring Gallagher.
I'm bringing in a rental of anything.
Gallagher. Oh God, why do you pay him so much?
I wonder why they're doing so bad. You're paying all your players money you shouldn't be.
Sweet Jesus. So what are we getting?